cannot we change the past or the right one for the last. Painful memories cloud my mind. It hurts to be new. That time rapes of mine and innocence lost. I had no say in what it cost. Dark dreams away my sleep. It hurts so bad I start to whisper. I am alone with my pain. I am able to say strong. I am no longer a victim. I have always hated that word. I am now a survivor from the world, from the road from one to the other. Was a long journey which has no end, only a new beginning. A victim lives in fear, a survivor is endless. A victim is weak and priceless, paying for what's not her doing. A survivor has grown strong because she knows that the price is not hers to pay, the sin is not hers to atone. God will exactly the price from the right person on the day when no lies can be told. So do not call me a victim. I have always hated that word. Well, those that you have heard, those are my two poems that I have actually used to overcome my terrible memory of me being abused and molested, adopted from my own home. Well, here's my testimony, and it happened on February 2nd, 2004. I was adopted from my own home in Auburn Hills, Michigan at 11:30 p.m. I was badly raped on gunpoint. I was abused and abused even more by three men. They stopped raping me about at 3:30 a.m. I was injured and I could not stop bleeding that night, so I was taken to the hospital. So they called the police and my family, and a friend of mine said I could never forget her. She's like an angel. She's the reason why I'm here. Today God used her to come and help me out. And her name is Desiree Lopez. And I could pray that I will be doing good and that them guys will get what they deserve and go to prison for what they have did to me, because I wouldn't want anybody to go through what I went through that night. It was very terrifying, and I still get flashbacks from this day. And I thank God that I am where I am, and that I am who I am, and that I made it, and that I am not locked up in no mental institution right now. Because can you picture me that night getting molested on gunpoint and getting stabbed in my vagina area with a knife and in my behind with a knife? I am totally a survivor, because that what they did to me, you don't even do that to not even a dog. But I'm thanking God every day. I am grateful for what He has done to me. I had went to court for about 4 to 5 years fighting for my rights and testifying and going and standing and looking at these people that done this to me. It was kind of like making me feel weak, but at the same time I knew that God was next to me, Because other time I will go to court and testify against these people that done this to me. I thought about the young people that were out there. I wouldn't want any young girl, anybody else to go through what I went through, and I was doing it for them. And later in 2006, they went to prison for life. Got charged, sentenced. They got sentenced to life in prison without parole. And I thank God because He's the one that was my judge. And I remember when I used to go to church and I used to go front and I used to ask the pastor to pray for me, the first lady. And one day she told me, whatever you're going through, God knows. But when you go into court the next morning, God's going to be standing right next to you and He's going to be your judge. And she didn't know that I was going to court the next morning. So that was God talking to me. He was speaking to me. Well, I am grateful for what God has done for me. And I say my testimony now is because I want young girls to know that you can't just trust anybody. You can't just get in the car with anybody. You just can't just talk to anybody. It's best for you to wait in the Lord. God will send you the right one. He will. He really will send you the right person that's destined to be with you. And I am able to sing and speak to young girls about this. And I feel merciful for other victims of other crimes. And I was able to overcome this. And I didn't go to counseling. I didn't see a therapist. I didn't go to no mental institution. Every time I felt lonely, I bowed my knees and I prayed to God. Yeah, I had people to talk to, like my mom. Sometimes, my mom, sometimes she gets very sad when she hears me trying to talk about it. And when I start speaking, it's because I'm healing inside. I have overcame it. I still battle with a little bit of flashbacks, but I'm still working very hard on my trust issues. And every morning I say to myself, I am no longer a victim. I am a survivor. I have always hated that word. And I survived. Every moment I overcame it. Then again, I did not go to no therapist. I asked my God to heal me, heal my heart, heal my hurt, heal everything that's inside of me. I had nightmares for a couple days, and for more than about 3 years, 4 years. Since this happened February 2nd, 2 days before my birthday, I have always hated my birthday. And every night before I went to bed, I would cry and cry. When it was close to my birthday, I got depressed, a little bit depressed, and cried. And I would try to kill myself on my birthday. And my little niece would always come to me and she'll tell me, Auntie Gina, what are we going to do? Auntie Gina, what are we going to do for my birthday? And I looked at her little face and I would tell myself, I can't do this. And I know it's very hard for me right now to speak about this, but I am speaking about this because I am giving birth God has given me so many chances in life, and this has been one of my biggest chances in my life that I'm not dead right now. But this last year, my little niece came to me and she told me she didn't know that I always had that in my mind. She told me, you know what, God used her to talk to me. She told me, Gina, Auntie Gina, you, just because you went through whatever you went through, that's your past. Your past is your past. You cannot bring your past into your future, because if you bring your past into your future, then you're never going to live a happy life. So I give thanks to my God that I am still here and I'm able to speak. And I am able to speak